What's up guys, Arjo Maker here and welcome back to a Tierlist video. Now last time I did with Monster Hunter World Iceborne, and this time I will do with Free Ultimate Part 1. Why Part 1? Well, first of all, Monster Hunter Wilds is coming out very around the corner, and 2, I have also then enough time to do a Part 2 later in the future. So, let's just enjoy, and I want to know what you guys' tier list is for Monster Hunter Free Ultimate. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. So, let's get started with the monster that start all the way. Now, it's not a hunting quest, but you will meet him like in the very beginning, and that is none other than the King of the Seas, Lagaicruz. I'll admit it, top tier. I love his introduction. Like, you're thinking you're just going underwater to get some guts, and which is funny because it says guts, that's for dinner, which is called the quest. And then you find out that you have to be careful because Lagaicruz is in the area as well. And all you have to do is get the guts from the monsters and just swim away before he gets you. It's funny because it's also its weaker version of Lagaicruz, not its full version. But I like his presence because later in the game you will face him first in the urgent quest just to repel him. And remember, it's only once in a game. You cannot do this again. And the second time you face him in the urgent quest star 4, which is low rank. And I like it because he's good on land, he's good on the sea, and I heard a lot of hype about it, and I thought, you know what, let me try Free Ultimate. Now I understand why people like him, and why Lagaicruz is one of those monsters that deserve to return in wilds. I see him right now. I love his double torpedo corkscrew attack on the water. I like his way when he attacks you, even he's in the water, but also I like it when he's on land. Now, he's top tier for a good reason, because I almost have his entire armor set, and also have his hammer. And it's still, to this day, my favorite Leviathan in the Monster Hunter series. Maybe something else will take over, but Lagaicruz deserves to be on top tier. That's not even a debate. But the first quest that you have to go for Monster Hunter Free, or Free Ultimate, is none other than the GOAT, the man himself, the Great Jackie. If I can see him actually, because it's full colorful. Is he not in this list? Nah, he should be in this list. I cannot see him. Brother, I cannot see him at all. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Here we go, the Great Jackie. I mean, come on. You have to put the GOAT on top tier, just for the memes. A lot of people like him because, one, it's very unique than the other raptors, because he can summon his little Jaggies or Jagas amidst in the battlefield. It could be really fun because I like also how he attacks. The music of the raptors is really cool. And it's funny because the reason why I call him the GOAT, because he's very beloved. He's one of the most beloved raptors in the series so far. And it is sad that he doesn't come back from to newer games. But the Great Jackie, I mean, it's simple, but its gimmick is just bringing other ones, his little buddies, to come to the fields and just protecting their boss. Another monster which I got really surprised was Azeros. I first faced him in Monster Hunter Rise, and when I found out he was also in Free Ultimate, I get really used to his moveset. I mean, it's just a hungry, fat bear, and he deserves, you know, it's not great, but I will put it in okay. At least I faced him before. It's just a hungry bear. He just wants honey. And, you know, he just wants to leave it alone. It's funny as well because there is a quest that you can kill him. But his requesting quest, you have to capture him. And I failed once because, you know, it's an old game. You don't know if he's starting to get weak. But when the moment he get like 3 or 4 times got hit. And then he starts like walking slowly. Put the trap. Make sure that he's get catch and you're good to go. But he's an okay. I think that Azeros deserves an okay spot. It's not bad, it's not great, but it's a fucking hungry bear. All he wants is honey. It ain't Winnie the Pooh this time, but it's just a blue bear who just wants food. And coming from a nostalgia monster, we're going to one of the worst monsters that I ever faced, and it's Q-Packo. I will admit, I like the gimmick and I like the style where he's going. Q-Packo is all about just making sound and make sure that the other monsters are coming. What makes him more deadly about, because imagine if you go to the desert, if he use his ability to summon another monster, he can bring, for example, the Great Jackie, and Great Jackie can bring out his little ones, and that could be very annoying because you're then swarmed around by monsters. I don't like him. However, it's not the fuck off tier. It's at least bad. I like his color. I like where they're going for it, but its weak spot, it's his beak. And especially in the beginning, you need to break his beak, and it can be very annoying. So my advice is, kill the Great Jackie first. That's the first thing you have to do in this mission, because if you don't, you get overswarmed. If you kill the Great Jackie, then you can just beat up Q-Paco all over. And of course, he can use his ability to bring the other monsters. The only area is him and Great Jackie in that mission, so you're good to go. Except, you got his evil Crimson cousin, and it's Crimson Paco. That thing can fuck off, because he can bring the bigger monsters. He can bring Devil Joe in this bitch. No, I'd rather face an original Paco, but not the Crimson Paco. That fucker needs to go away. I do not like that. If you have watched the stream, I hated the fight so much until I found that, wait, I have Duck Pots. I can just throw to Devil Joe and just go focus on the Crimson Paco. Which makes it even worse, because I almost got him until Devil Joe decided, hey, what's up, bitch? We're just gonna ruin your mission and you lost your quest. I got so fucking annoyed. I didn't even want to continue, but I kept on going until I just gave up. Like, the Pecos are just annoying. They're fucking annoying. It's just, I don't like it. Like, no thank you. No thank you. And speaking of another monster that made its debut is Barioth. I mean, it's okay. I mean, I have faced him before. However, instead of in the world counterpart and the rise counterpart, he goes underground if he goes to a new location. He has his charge. It's funny because in Free Ultimate, he just makes sure that you get stuck in the mud more often. And it can be annoying, but of course you can roll to destroy the mods, or you let your buddies like Cha-Cha-Cha destroy the mods, and you're good to go. But be careful, because this fucker can be sometimes annoying. But it's just, you know, it is his debut in Monster Hunter 3. It makes sense. He came back in future titles. It's since then it's been stable, but to be fair, I'm a little bit done with Barioth. I don't hate him, but he needs some rest. He needs some rest. Speaking about another raptor, Rookie! I will give him at least great. I think I like the way what he does, because instead of like calling monsters, he poisons you. And he deserves to be in a great spot. I think it's one of those monsters that I'm facing and look at it and realize, you know, you're better, because you got another one that makes you sleep. And Great Rookie is at least fun. I mean, I like his armor, so that's a plus. And it's in the Fluent Forest as well, so he just poisons you, and that's it. But you're gonna see why he deserves to be in great spot on the tier list. I mean, Great Rookie is, but then again, it's like a little bit in the middle, you know? It's legit in the middle. But so far, I will put him in great. Maybe I will change my mind. And there's another monster that made his debut, and that is the royalty, Royal Lutroff. Again, same with Azuros. I faced him in Rise before, and I thought, you know, he just spits some water, and just sometimes he get his buddies with him, and you just have to beat him. However, in Free Ultimates, he goes underwater, and I have to admit, I like the fight a lot, because with the underwater combat, it makes the battle more menacing. You're thinking, oh, it's just an average Leviathan. You face him like in the newer titles, but when you go on the water, he looks more menacing. I got a little goosebumps when I faced him for the first time, and I thought, oh shit, this is real. This is as real as it gets. And Royal Lutroff, I got also his armor until I faced Legiacrus later. But Royal Lutroff is fun. It could be sometimes hard, but you know, he rolls, he attacks, he kind of have the same moves like Laggy, but a little bit, he's more smaller than the quadruple Leviathan. And speaking of Leviathans, the purple, I will give it okay. I mean, you know, instead of underwater, he just sticks on land. And instead of water, he poisons you. Another poison monster, but it's on hard rank. High rank. And it's in the Mystic Peaks. And I did have some issues first, but I'm thinking, you know what? If he doesn't go underwater and just only poisons you, it's not a big problem. You're just going in and you're just gonna beat him. It's that easy. And then on the urgent quest, we got Gobble. I mean, come on. big puffer fish boy with a lantern that can flashbang you. I mean, in the Fluent Forest, he can go on land a few occasions, but if you're lucky enough, he can be a little bit longer. But he stays mostly on the water. He goes also on the sands on the water, and you have to look at it, look for him because he's just sleeping or just hiding. But when you see bubbles and like one of the stuff of his hair, get him. Then he will attack you. But also he has his famous move, and he will go for the suck. He's go for the suck, and there's nothing to stop him for it. But Gobble deserves top tier. I like how he is. He's a goofy boy. I like his eyes. The one eye is looking that way, the other one looking that way. And also, what's really sad, I cannot show you the cutscene of it because it's basically copyrighted, not by Capcom or Monster Hunter Team, but some stupid Chinese or an Indian scammer. Seriously. To the person who did that, you don't own Monster Hunter, you piece of shit. Now we're in rank 4, and I think the next one is the Great Baggy. I mean, come on. It's just bad. It's just bad. It's like the Raptors, and this, like I said, this one just go for sleep. That's it. Like, come on. That's all you do. That's all you do. Like, come on. Come on. Do better. The Queen of the Lands. It's okay. I mean, she's more menacing. Of course, this is an older Monster Hunter game, but Raffian, can be annoying, especially when it comes to his pink version. Like, oh my god. Like, I did not like Pink Raffian in hard rank, but I did okay with the original Raffian. And of course, because older Monster Hunter games, it's not just easy mode. It's not like World or Rise, because you really have to focus. You really have to get through it. However, Raffian and Pink Raffian, I mean, they're a mess in these older games, man. They really are a menace. I mean, that's the best rate I can give to them because, I mean, it's an iconic monster. They're always coming back. I mean, what is it without a Monster Hunter game without Raffian and Raffalo? So, there's your thing. Lagomi. Snow Rabbit. I mean, it's okay. I mean, I beat him and I thought, oh, he's really easy. He's not that big of a problem. He just slice and he just have a few snowballs, but that's it. I mean, again, I faced this in Rise. I have faced this thing in Rise and I'm thinking, oh, okay, it's just easy. I mean, something else? Like, come on. Give me something good. And speaking on something good, Giganox. First, I hate him. But then I'm realizing, wait. He's not that hard. He's like a Kazu, but better. I give him a best. That's the best. That's the only grade I can give it to him. He can be annoying, especially because he can summon his little geese. He's mostly in the tundra area, and he can also climb on a wall. Instead of electricity, he's using the... Well, I mean, he could do electricity if I remember. He mostly does poison. Again, another poison monster. However, when he climbs on the wall, you have to be careful because if he goes clockwise and attacks you, he can, again, same with Gobble, he give you the suck, like, and instead of Gobble just suck you in and just pull you out, you need to mash the bottoms with Giganox. That's just from my perspective. But you have to press the bottoms and get the hell out of his mouth, because if you don't, you're gonna die, and that's annoying. It's annoying, but I will give credit what credit does. He looks funny. It's not my favorite monster, but it's a monster that I think that definitely deserves a return and definitely gets a second chance. I think he looks goofy. He looks goofy, but you know, great, really fits on him. And then you have Drumboros. Oh, I remember clearly when I faced him. I quit a stream because I got so fucking frustrated. Because one, I kept on losing him, and two, almost like on this nest, I get attacked by one of the enemy felines, and I lost. I gave up because I was so pissed off. And then I did a second stream of it, and I beat him with the power of Monster Energy Ultra. But, oh, Drumboros, I'm not liking it. I like that he's like a cannonball, because he spins, and you have to get in front of his feet. Because if you don't, you get knocked out by him. Not personally you have to like press buttons then you be awakened or unconscious. No, this fucker will jump himself to make sure that you get hit. I will give credit. It's just a big monster. It's a big moose. It's just, oh, I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it. I will give the benefit of the doubt. Oh, I do like his cutscene though. I do like his cutscene. When he wakes and he sees like Gambaya, he's like, wait a minute, what are you doing here? So I give credit what credit does. But I don't want to face him again. It's, oh, I don't like the Dumbaros. I'm not liking that. Let's see, Nibblesnarf. It's okay. I mean, a new Leviathan, instead of underwater, he using in the desert, go into sand. And you have to use the barrels, because one, he can suck the barrels and he takes damage off it. And when I faced him and actually beat him, I thought, whoa, that was fast. That was really fast. I thought it was longer, but no. Nibblesnarf is just a simple sand Leviathan. It's a baby Leviathan. It's not that big to begin with, but I like that you use bombs and barrels to suck him up and just make sure that he gets he gets damage from sucking the bombs. And yeah, I have nothing to say. It's just a baby Leviathan. That's it. Voliodon. I will give credit again. Same with Rise. I have faced him before. I mean, he just rolls around. He just spins. He's mostly in the volcano area. He farts as well. Like, it's not Kongala, but more like he farts like electricity sometimes, or like a lot of gas. But he's just. Again, I faced him before in Rise, and I'm thinking, oh, you know, that's easy. I know how to beat him. Then we have Rathalos, the King of the Skies. Same goes with Rathian. He mostly goes all the way just in the skies. He is challenging, which I give credit. But it's just Rathalos. It's the same as always, but the older games, he's more tougher, I'm realizing. Like, when I'm facing the other versions of, like, World or Rise. Like, Rise, he has that special that he just burst of his flames are just going that way to hit him. Here, it's just throwing a giant-ass fireball, and you have to make sure that you don't get caught by it. But, you know, I give credit what credit does. It's Rathalos, King of the Skies. Okay tier. Nothing to say. And then we have Barioth. Now, when I realized that I have to face him in low rank, I got PTSD of World Iceborne because he was hard. However, in Free Ultimate, he was good. He was good. I enjoy his fight. I thought, oh, I'm going to lose, but no, I managed to beat him. I managed to beat Barioth, and I'm thinking, yo, wait. I mean, I know it's low rank, but how did I beat him this easy? Maybe it was the armor that I had. Maybe it was the weapon that I had. But Barioth, fun monster to face. It's actually his debut as well in Free Ultimate. So, hey, I'm always glad to see in debut monster. But I beat him so fast. I thought, oh shit, that's it? Really? Like, goddamn. Then we have another monster that was, I did not do on YouTube, but I knew what it was. And that was the Sand Devil, Diabolos. It's so funny because the three returning monsters from the older games are Rathian, Rathalos, and Diabolos. Diabolos, you know, it's simple. He goes under the sand and he will charge you. It's not Black Diabolos, but Diabolos is just your typical Sand Devil. Uragan. I like this version, and the reason it's in great because one, it's in the volcano region, and two, his last, like his nest, he's just going up. You cannot go up when he's there, and he rolls around, which I really like. It's not Radoban, the Nederlandse spinner, but Uragan, I will give credit what credit does. I did have some issues with, but it was fun to fight. And we have another Leviathan, and that deserves top tier. I mean, come on. Aknator, another triple Leviathan. Instead of underwater, he used the lava and the ceiling and the ground to dig down and attack. He has the laser. I love Aknator. Aknator he's big. And I like also when he uses like ka to communicate with the other monsters. Like a lot of people makes the Vine Boom with the memes with his sounds, but I love Agnator. The moment I faced him and actually beat him, I thought, yo, this was a very fun fight. Like, I did a top 5 video with the Leviathan of Monster Hunter, and Agnator, bless him, bless Agnator, the clapper, he's like, clap, oh, clap, Agnator, fun monster to face. I will love to see him return in future titles, but I love him. There's no, I just put him in top tier where he deserves. And there's one more monster before the end of the video, and that's the Elder Dragon, Sideus. I'll put at least in best, and the reason is I love this quest, except when I fucked up with the Dragonator. But I love the whole underwater concept, because you have to basically hurt him a few occasions, so it goes to his final area, and then you find out, and especially when you fucked up for the first time, you can go back. You don't have to well, you do have to swim all the way. However, his health that you already took damage for him, like the damage that you took to beat Sideus, it still is there, so you don't have to do it all over the game. All you have to do is just hit that Dragonator again, and you're good to go. A very good final boss. The music. Oh, the music is really, really good. I will give credit to Capcom. That music is mwah, beautiful. Especially the end credits, because all you have to do is just make sure that you have to break his horn, because he just is underneath Moga Village, and you need to beat him. You have to beat him, because if you don't, the village will be in graver danger. And when you beat him, he can finally go back where he came from, and the village has been saved. A perfect ending to the story, and a perfect ending for Monster Hunter 3. Until Free Ultimate came, and then more content came around. But yeah, that's part 1 of the tier list. I'm glad I did this because, 1, I beat the story. I did continue with a few other monsters until I got stuck with Crimson Q Packo. But what do you think about this tier list? I will say Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate is definitely on my top 5 list games I have played for Monster Hunter. World is definitely a number 1. I will put 3 Ultimate like between 1 and 2. It's still a debate because I still need to beat the other monsters, but I will give credit where credit does. 3 Ultimate is a great game. If you have a Wii U, play it. Play for yourself. And if you're lucky before the online went off, you can buy the downloadable content. I did that before the online went off. So I have like the missions like Abyssal Lagiacrus. I have the freaking Devil Pickle, Savage Devil J-Ho. So I have oh! I almost forgot! Before I end this video, I almost forgot about him. Speak about Devil Joe. I mean, damn, I almost forgot about him. Oh, I'm sorry. I was almost at the end. I'm realizing, wait a minute. I forgot about you. Devil Joe, yes, his debut. Oh, I hate you so much. It's like I said, with the Crimson Packo mission, Devil Joe without it is just annoying. The best thing you can do is just, yeah, throw duck pots. But he's just so big. He's annoying. It's so fucking annoying. So far, I've heard that Try has a DLC that you can get him. But in Free Ultimate, he's just standard in the game. So you don't have to download it. Except if you want to face Savage Devil's J-Ho. But that's my tier list. Man, I almost fucked up again. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smash the like button for me. What do you think about this tier list? What is your tier list of Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate? And yeah, this is just part 1. I will do part 2. I will do it when I'm done with the main story or end the DLC story of Wilds. Then I will continue with Free Ultimate. I will first want to enjoy Monster Hunter Wilds, and then I will continue with the other monster games. But thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time. Bye-bye!